Alright, good morning everybody. We're back in here in the old garage. We're gonna get the linkage off of this. The one that runs up to the front to that arm for the tiller. And then it hooks there, and we're gonna see how that hooks up. We're gonna try to get this operating today. The kid wants to do some stuff today too, so we may not get it all the way done. She's in bed still sleeping, so we'll jump right on into it. Let me get over there, and I'm still debating on changing that one side out for this flat one. I think I'm going to probably be the best idea. I still got to get different bolts for it, and I don't know. I may measure that and just get a shim and go to the hardware store and get a shim or something. But I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this off of here. We got all kinds of stuff in here. I need to spray this. Need to spray that thing down. I really don't want to spray it on there. Let's sit over here. Let me try to get this bearing loose, freed up. Let's try to make the set so it will be more of like a bowl. This one, I don't know what's going to happen with that one, but I need to get this one to free up for sure. This one I might have a little tensioner pulleys that I can put on there from the Chevy. Yeah, she's acting like a puddle. I'll just keep adding some to it as it goes. So this is what we need to take off, this right here. And she's down there in the bottom somewhere. Too bad I couldn't get this to free up, the steering on it. But, I mean, it still runs and everything. It'd be cool if I could get it running, and actually get rid of it. I got it up for sale for $100 on Marketplace. I've had a couple people interested in it, but they didn't come and they didn't want it, I guess. I ain't hear much back from them. So, looky there. That thing runs inside of that. So we're gonna take some panels off. I hate to have to take all the panels off on that side too, but maybe we won't have to. Let me tear some panels off, and then we'll be able to see in there better. Alright, I decided to break out the new tools because I'm tired of looking over at my toolbox. But this is a gear wrench set. They're about $100. Why I buy these? So you notice how, here's the size of your socket, but then down here it's skinny. A lot of your sockets now come where it's the whole length, and then this little part here gets narrow, and that's it. Well, you can't fit that down in something that's the both recessed down in the hole, just like these over here. They still have, they go down kind of skinny a lot longer. You see them real cheap sets, that's how they're made, is where just one big long piece and you just have that little, it just tapers down. So this one was $100 for the gear wrench, and not bad little set. This here's the set that I always buy. Well, I always buy these. This is my second set of these that I've bought. This is my third set of this. The reason why it's third set's because I lose them, and it's just cheaper just to buy a whole new set. And this is like $30. So that's not bad. You know, you get some bits and handle, whatever. But I recommend anytime you buy, if you go and buy some tools, buy them like this. And you know how everybody's like, hey, I'm not sponsored. They're not paying me to say this. Well, you won't never hear me say crap like that. I don't care of who's doing what for me. I do what I need to do for myself. I don't care about whatever, whoever. You know, like I said before, I got a full-time job. This is just a hobby for me. I'm not out to try to make $1 million. I'm just out trying to have a little fun and share it with you guys. So, with that being said, I ain't sponsored by Gear Rent. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's 7/16. I'm gonna tear these off here. Hopefully it's fairly easy to get this stuff off. Nope, not gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna. Man, this sucks. I was hoping it was gonna be somewhat easy. That one there's coming. But you know what? That ain't even. I don't even know. I don't even know how I would get to that, even if I did move them side panels. Is that plate removable? No. Man, that's crazy that over there don't have it. Come out of there. Oh, yeah, there it is. It is right there. Cool. Ah, man. These got like little captured nuts on the back. So when they break, they just spin. Ow! Ow, my fingers. That hurt. See how that went like that? Pinched my fingers in there. Of course. Freaking piece of crap. Everything's gotta fight me. How many times I had to say that one? There we go. Right side? Possibly. Decent. I'm gonna put this socket right back where it goes in that case. That's usually what I don't do, is leave them in the case. I usually put them in my toolbox. And this thing go up. I keep hitting my head on my hoist. But then I got the fan cord hanging down. So here's some of what we got going on, and I didn't bring my flashlight with me. So see, this is the other side. This is the shaft. I want to call it a bell crank there, but let me get my flash, my light. All right, you see that? See that big bolt right there? That's what that runs to. So I got to get the other side off, and get a wrench on this side and get a thing over there. This is the drive shaft right here. There's stuff in the way, but it bolts to the motor, and it runs back to that first transmission right there with the right here to this gearbox, and then everything runs off the belts off of it. Big pulley. Oh, look, right there's me a pulley for that one that's messed up. That'll be cool. That'll work. So I'm gonna go to the other side and I'm gonna take that cover off. All right, we got that cover off. Kind of hard to see in there. Right here, I have it spins by free on its own. I don't even have to get a nut or a wrench on the other side. It's already broke free. I went to put the socket on there to see if it fit. And that's what it was. So let's see. See if we can't get the swivel on there. Decent. We just gotta see if we can. I sprayed WD-40 on it to make sure we can get it out of there. I may need this bolt still. Nothing bolt. See if the old pickle fork will come in for us here. Yep. Oh, pickle fork. Did her again. Look at that. I thought I was going to fight that for sure. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a chore to get that out. Look at that. Well, that tractor can go to the trash and go to the scrap bin. So we'll have to get this seat up. Hopefully this hopefully I don't have to adjust that thing. Just in case, we'll go ahead and start soaking her down. All right. Come on. This one's built just a little different. She's a little wider. I don't see the bolts to take the side cover off of it. So I'm not real sure. We'll have to get up underneath there and look. We still got to straighten this thing up too down there, that plate that's bent. The tire's flat. Man, that sucks. Both the tires are flat. Yeah, I don't see how this will come up off there. That 4 plate there, the side covers don't come off like that side. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna take a look around at her and see what's the best option to go. All right. I had to take the seat pan and seat off. So slide that through there. That's got to be lifted up. The chiller's got to be lifted up. All right, I got that jacked up back there. It's jacked up as far as it'll go. Not going. It will go if I beat it in there with a hammer, probably. Probably shouldn't beat it in there yet. I probably should get that turnbuckle loose. Fucked myself on that, didn't I? Damn it. I don't have my flashlight with me. All right, well, looks like I'm gonna be struggling with this thing again for a little bit. All right, that piece on the end of that rod had to come off, and it wouldn't come off, so I had to cut it. It looked like that there's like a pin through there, but there's no pin through there on that rod, whatever I did with it. Where'd it go? Oh, it's still over here. I don't know why it did what it did, but it did that. So I've got one of them ordered, but in the meantime, just to get, so I can get this tiller like picked up and in the proper place, I bought this cable. I'm gonna do it with cable. It won't like lock it down in place. It'll be free traveling. Maybe that's what you want to call it. But I want to get it where I can pick it up and down. I had to pull the deck off. Then tomorrow I just want to be able to see, it work. So I spent the little bit of money to get that. $15. I probably shouldn't have, but I can use that stuff on something else if I need to. Whatever, we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna install that cable. There's really no way to, what do you want to call it? No way of getting underneath there with the camera and try doing this all at once. So I'm just gonna hook it up underneath, bring my cable through, and then we'll go from there. All right, it's attached to the tractor. Pull back, down she goes. And she will keep going until I still have plenty of room. So pull her up. There she goes. But we'll get that other piece tomorrow and put on there. I'm gonna straighten this up best I can real quick, and then we gotta get the belt off. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the deck off for now. That way it ain't in the way or whatever. I think it's better to use it without the deck on it anyways. So let me get the seat put on it, and I'll put some air in the tires, and then we will go up out here in the front yard and see if we can get that hole filled in. All right, we're back on the Simplicity here. I got the piece we needed. Threads on here. Fits kind of funky underneath. This isn't real wide. Neither was the other one. I think what it did, it actually fit in between the bracket. I mean, this one's bent though, they the same ones. The bracket on that one set like this. Well, the bracket on the orange one here sits like this, so they mount up. They won't. So what I'm gonna do is plus I had to get some bushings because the bolt's bigger than the thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in there. I'll cut this off, put this one on this side, and then I can mount it fairly decent. So that's where I'm standing at now. I'm gonna cut them off, and then we'll go from there. All right, well, I know it says pull back to raise, but it's not. It's push forward. I think pull back to raise is for I don't know, but it don't matter to me because it's working. I had to move the stick to the other side there. It's fully raised. I had to pull that shaft out of there, flip that shaft over, stick it back in, and you want to talk about fighting, like, so this I've got to take off. Nope, that won't work on that side, on that side, because of the way it's beveled. Good Lord, what am I going to do? Guess I wasn't thinking right on that either, was I? Well, the only thing I can do is I beat that one on there so hard, probably won't get it off. What I'll have to do is drill a hole and tap on this side and just move this back over here. That's all I can really do for that. Maybe I may be able to use one of these holes, lob this off, and just drill that, and that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just drill that and drill a hole, get that lined up, and then just drill a hole and put a nut and bolt right there to use this side. So it's hooked up. I just have to get the pulley for this back here, and wow, oh, like, man, that's out of whack. Well, no wonder. It's because that thing's that part's out of the thing. So I'm waiting on the pulley. I've got to tighten a few bolts up underneath there still. Man, I don't know. This has definitely been a court cussing event. That deck will not work on here no more because the up and down cable, there's no hookup on that bar across there now. It's on this far side, and if you see that thing right there is the mount for the wire that hold to raise and lower it. Well, there isn't one on that side. So that being said, if you want to mow with it, you have to turn that thing around again, and we're not turning it around anymore. This is why I'm selling it just the way it is, or I may just keep it. I've got a 0 turn, so I don't need the deck. It's froze up too. It's seized anyways, but I'm sure we could get it undone. But she's tighten her drum. So I'm gonna tighten up a few things. I'm gonna go ahead and probably go get a tap, get this pulled off here, go to the other side, get it mounted up how I kind of need it to be, and yeah, that's all I can do. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, all that hard work for nothing. As soon as I put it to the ground, that stuff for cleaning off to look, see if I sheared a pin or something. But as soon as I put it to the ground to test it, it broke. All that hard work for nothing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm pretty sure I've been a loser all my life, man, the way things go with me. Mad is an understatement. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Probably take it off, scrap the whole thing, lock it. I don't know. I done changed that thing in there. I don't know. There ain't much more I can do other than, I figured I'd have it sold for about $800, and I've already put $350 in it, and then here I am with nothing. So I'm out $350. Man, I'm freaking disappointed. I got a big hole out in the middle of my yard where I burned a tree stump out, and this is what I was going to do. I was going to till my yard up or where that tree stump's at, level it out, and then sell this thing. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to take it off, get rid of it, hell with it. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm not putting that mower deck back on there. I guess I'll just use it for let the kid drive around. I don't know. Well, on that note, I lost. So since you guys made it this far, know I lost, hit that subscribe button. Maybe comment down there what you guys would do with this thing. Should I tear it apart and see what broke and then scrap it? Maybe that's what we'll do, but can't believe it. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and tear into this thing and dissect it and see what's wrong with it. I gotta find my socket now. Another thing that always happens, can't find my tools. So I went ahead and lubed all the nuts and bolts up. Then we'll take this case apart. I hate to have to take them tines off, but I know it's going to be a real pain in the butt to do, but I don't know what to do. I looked and I found a hydraulic tiller that I'd like to have maybe if it comes down to it. Take these two up here, that down there, and I'd be able to take everything off there. But this here's seized in there, so I can't really take that out. I'd have to remove everything to take this thing off, and I don't feel like doing all that. All right, I got 10 spare off of it. I'm hoping that there's some type of inspection cover, and it kind of looks like there may be one right there. Not sure. Got grease. Maybe grease certs on here. Got some type of inspection cover or not, but probably not though. So let's not get our hopes up here. See, it's spinning. I don't know. I need to find me a screwdriver. Something. Come off there. Oh man. Yeah, that stuff there's pretty nasty, pretty gnarly. That old dried up grease or something. I'm hoping it's some type of shear pin or something that he broke. Because I did hit a root. Got a grease zerk right there. Golly. Okay. Man, this is a mess. She's turning all the way through there, so. Yeah, so it's not a shear pin. There's that bolt. Hold on, what? You see that? Is that one of them? See that? But them are in there. That ain't one of them. I wonder if that's an inspection cover, something so you can Yeah, that's where shear pins live. This is 17. It's that easy to fingers crossed that we can see behind this thing. Nope. Well, that didn't do us no good, did it? Okay. Well, we do have to take this off because I won't be able to split the case. Yeah, man. This sucks. Now it's turning the thing on the other side. Man, that sucks. Hard telling, folks. Tell you what, if I can mess it up, anybody can. Well, I'm gonna take that off there, off here, and see what I can figure out. May put a hydraulic tiller on here if I can find. I'll have to find a pump that will work, and whatever else, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get busy. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. I got one bolt left, and I just had my wrench and I lost it. There she is. There. I don't know which size that was. Well, that's no good. No good. I just had my rigid. Just had it right in my hand. I just used it. Oh, that big bolt. Well, I tell you what, if my head wasn't attached, I'd lose it. I just used it to take that big bolt out right down there. Where'd it go? That's the last bolt I just took off. I just took it off. Where? Ah, there it is. I told you, it wasn't mine. God dang it. Of course, the very last one. Not like PB Blaster's gonna like magically let it come loose, but there she goes. Man, it broke my heart earlier when this did this. I might as well say I cried. Man, I've always wanted one of these things ever since I was a little kid. Watched my Uncle Roy use a dang had a wheel, a little bicycle wheel in it, and had one little single plow, and he used to push that thing. And I've always wanted to have something like this, so I didn't have to do that stuff. And then, and it would be cool if he was still alive, and I could, let him check it out, But passed away a couple years ago. And my aunt passed away this year, like a day or two after he did. So, yeah. Well, we got her off. I'm going to focus on one side of this to take apart. So, with this having the pulley on that side and all that, and it don't look like that pulley's going to come off real easy. I'm going to focus on this side. I'm going to have to get the tines off there. And I'm hoping it comes off pretty easy. Which, it's being easy. It's not always in the vocabulary around here. So, I just want to make sure there's nothing right here either. Yeah, there's another shear pin right there. Another shear pin right here. One on each side. Hopefully I can get these out pretty easy. Ow. Alright, well, that's her in all of her glory. It's going to be fun trying to get this off there too. Right there's a set screw. It looks like that set screw's already missing, so get this one out of there and try to get her off there somehow and get the tines off, and then she should come right apart. That's a nut and a bolt through there. I bet you them holds a gear. I bet you that's what them are, is gears right there. So, of course, one of the washers right here for this one. Alright, well, I get these shear pins out right here's one, and one of them's right there. And we'll see how easy them come off, if they come off at all. So, I don't know. Let me see. Come on now. All right. Well, it's going to depend on, it's like probably around 8 o'clock at night right now. So I was sitting on the couch, just like, man, I'm gonna go out there and see. I was all thinking about it, but if this does not fixable within our means, I'm gonna try to go for the hydraulic one. They've got another one like this online, but do I really want to mess with it? I don't know. I mean, a hydraulic would be really, really nice. I rolled the old yellow one out there for the scrap bin. She's a heavy, so I don't think they ain't come got it yet, or if they have, they tried and couldn't get it, so they decided not to mess with it yet. I don't know. Maybe bring back some help. Because I ain't helping. I pushed it out there. I need my wire cutter to get this out of there, it seems like. Come on. And of course, man, ow, that hurt. Oh, about got myself right in the old cojones. It grazed him. Well, I could have been crying just now. Yeah. Come on, girl. Yeah, that would have hurt too. Come on. Yeah, buddy. See if I can't find a little bit bigger punch here. I know I probably ain't got one. Man, I did get them things pretty good. Ooh. Did kind of dabble them things. They're a little tender. Ooh. Yeah. Here we go. We got one. Power of non-conventional tools. That one had a little grease-like feeling on it. Well, let's play whack-a-mole and see what she does. Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna come off. So I'm about over it. So she ain't budging. She ain't budging one bit. Well, Think it's time to give up the ghost on her. If she ain't gonna come off, I ain't gonna keep messing with her. Yeah, according to that, it's saying, screw you. We ain't coming out. Yeah. Should be this one come off first, and then the other one should come off. Golly. Man. Should I try that side? I'm pretty sure it's probably not going to come off either. Come on. Yeah, buddy. They seized that thing. Well, all we can say is we tried. Let me see if I can't get something shoved in between them and maybe it'll pop it free. I don't know. Where's that dang pickle fork? Wish I had a big, chisel. I got my pickle fork around here somewhere, but oh, I'm gonna find it. We'll be back. I filled that thing full of PB Blaster. I don't know if it's mud down in there or whatever, but we're gonna soak her overnight. We'll come out tomorrow and see what's up. Well, I even heated it up. We'll call it a lost cause. So that's the death of the thing. It's over with. I'm not wasting any more of my time on it. Freaking heartbroken. Messed up the good mower, whole 9 yards, just for this stupid thing and it being junk. $150 down the drain. It worked until I put her in the ground. I mean, I hit a root when I first set it down. I hit a root as soon as I set it down, and I believe that's what, I should have started out in a little bit looser dirt, maybe. I don't know. It shouldn't have, I should have maybe probably held that because I had that arm locked right in the position it's in, you know, and I probably should have let it float and let it dig itself down. But I only let it just touch the ground, and then it was locked. It just touching the ground, so it wasn't like it was being forced down in the ground. So, who knows? But anyways, that's the end of this one until I can get another tiller. So, this one's off the channel. It's done. If I get another tiller or whatever, I'll just slap it on there, and if not, I don't know. I'll probably just, I don't know, get a yard cart and use this to pull a yard cart with. I don't know. She's done for. So it is what it is. I paid $200 for that, $150 for the tiller. I bought a new starter for it, new battery for it, new key switch. I don't know, fellers. It's what you get for trying to, I don't know. I mean, just a little heartbroken. So about $400 with the starter and the battery and all that good stuff. So, heck, more than that. Battery was $50, the starter was $30. So, about $450, something like that into this. I could probably get $100 out of that, and that's going to the scrap yard. So, on that note, it's just a little short, quick video trying to dissect that. So, it didn't work. I'm done fighting it. It hurt my finger. I'm bleeding too. So, I'm done. Done with it. Going out to the trash. With them two out the way, probably be this next. Put it back together. So, keep an eye out for that.